Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to SmackDown Live. We are now at Week 6.
Week 6? Holy moly, we're flying through these.
Week 6. And right now we got Shelton Benjamin coming to the ring here for what I believe is another Elimination Chamber qualifying match.
Elimination Chamber is going to be pretty hype if Shelty B. Ain't no stopping him now.
Ain't no stopping the gold standard.
Nope, that's for sure. I don't know where that music went, but I guess management decided it was time for a change. Either way, Shelty B, everybody, making his way quickly to the ring. He's ready to go. He wants to get in that match ASAP.
Shelty B, he's one competitor that I love to watch every single time. He has a certain aura about him.
He does.
I really, really enjoy.
He does. He's very good, an amazing wrestler back in the day, and of course then he made his return. And now he's up against this man, Mustafa Ali.
A very relative newcomer to the WWE, and a huge size discrepancy between these two competitors here.
Absolutely, I believe Mustafa is a cruiserweight, and I would place Shelton Benjamin at a very adequate light heavyweight.
I would place him at a heavyweight there at least. He is a big boy, and he is a big, strong boy. Mustafa Ali has quite the uphill battle going for him here now. It's going to be interesting to see what he's going to do against an opponent such as Shelton Benjamin.
On the bright side, of course, Mustafa's big finishers are all from the top rope, so it doesn't matter how big you are, he's just got to land on top of you.
That is true, but, you know, Shelton Benjamin just cannot let that happen there.
He certainly cannot, as Mustafa got all the offense here at the beginning, but then a brisk knee to the spine from Shelton Benjamin. Trying to show the crowd that he's got what it takes, and he's just a couple of quick elbows to the back. A lot of damage to the back of Mustafa in this match. Just we see a beautiful German suplex out of the corner there.
See, all it takes from Shelton Benjamin is just to keep Mustafa Ali on the mat, which is where his specialty comes from as part of the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. Shelton Benjamin's all about that mat-based wrestling, hard-hitting moves there to keep you down on the mat, which is very detrimental to what Mustafa Ali, you know, what he needs.
What he does. You see a beautiful suplex there, somehow managing to get Shelton over. I think he used a bit of the ropes there as a springboard for himself to be able to lift Shelton up like that.
Maybe, but we'll see here, rolled through, doing a double leg takedown there, and trying to work down Shelty B here so that he can keep him on the mat while standing at a vertical basis himself there.
He most certainly is. Mustafa, like you said before, has got a very difficult battle ahead, but he's just trying to take out the leg base of Shelton Benjamin. But that's only going to go so far, as, like you said, Shelton Benjamin needs to basically focus all this on the mat. There's a lot of mat training, so even without his legs, he can still do a lot of damage.
That he can, that he will. As you see right there, but bringing up his injured legs there, had to have done a little bit of damage to himself there. But Mustafa Ali took the brunt, or the blunt of that damage there.
Trying to go for a frog splash early on. Very risky, as Shelton Benjamin he's paying attention. He knows what's going on here as we go and see a beautiful sunset flip powerbomb to the outside. That had to hurt.
Shelton Benjamin showing Mustafa Ali that he's not the only one that can do a little bit of that flippy stuff here, as he slams Mustafa Ali into the barricade there.
Big moves here on the outside now. The referee at a count of 3 stomped to the gut for Shelton.
That he is. Shelton Benjamin learned a little bit of his dirty tactics when he was part of Suzuki Gun in Pro Wrestling Noah. And his little short stint, I believe, in New Japan. I could be mistaken on that one, but his time over in Japan showed Shelton Benjamin that he's a little bit more deceptive.
Big reversal from Mustafa, blocking that head kick.
Yeah,
and then
very
going for the
impressive.
leg sweep. Hitting a beautiful drop kick from the top rope as well. Mustafa Ali, of course, now taunting a little bit, doing some of that flippy stuff, as you like to call it.
Well, I like to call it other things, but this is the PG channel, so we'll try to refrain from that the best that we can. But Shelton Benjamin,
top rope, elbow drop, and he misses hard, as we see a beautiful backflip here from Mustafa. Some more flippies.
got a little bit too cocky, though. That's the thing. He did the flip. He came in, misjudged the judgment. His equilibrium was probably slightly off from that flip there. as Shelton Benjamin quickly gains advantage here. Throwing him into the ring a little bit at a weird angle.
Very weird angle as Mustafa kind of brings up at what looked to be nothing, but I think he just hit the side of the ring post there. And Shelton, he's way too close. There's nothing you can do here.
That is, what are you doing up there, Shelty? What is happening?
I think he was trying to go for some big move, but Mustafa was just a little too close to the corner as we see a big knee to the chin.
Vicious right hand followed by a jumping knee from Shelton Benjamin as he's just springing off the ropes here, letting Mustafa Ali get into the ring there.
Big springboard drop kick from the outside from Mustafa, turning things back around in his favor. A little back and forth in this match.
That it was, but yeah, Shelton Benjamin in the corner here now. Let's see what Mustafa Ali is able to do here. Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. As we see another attempt at the kick to the head, but Mustafa's got those very well scouted. This cannot be a good thing for Shelton, as those are very signature kicks from him, but he's not letting Mustafa do anything in the corners.
That is, every single time he goes for it, Shelton Benjamin just smacks him away. It's probably the sheer size advantage of Shelton Benjamin that he has over Mustafa Ali.
Most definitely is. Now it's Shelton Benjamin's turn to throw Mustafa into the corner. And then picking him up for what looked to be a power bomb, but no, reversed by Mustafa into a Dragon Rana. Count of 2.5 on that pin.
Shelton Benjamin came very closer, got a little bit cocky on that power bomb.
Still trying for that corner move. Mustafa is not having any luck though, eating a DDT from that one.
That he isn't, so we're going to have to see him try to go for something else here. See if he can build up a little bit more offense, take down Shelton Benjamin, take out those huge tree trunks of legs, get something set up. So he just goes for a boot.
To the gut. And now we see another head scissors takedown, and now Mustafa to the top rope.
That he is.
We all know what this is. Here. He's going for the 540 or the 054, whichever it is, and he hits it.
Beautiful. There we go. Shelton Benjamin is not looking in a good predicament here.
And that's a count of 3. Unfortunately, Shelton Benjamin falling to that beautiful move. That inside inverted 540 splash or 450 splash, whatever it's called.
It's absolutely insane that Mustafa Ali is able to hit that regularly, flawlessly, and beautifully, as you see from that awful camera angle. Shame on you, production crew. Shame on you for that.
I thought we fixed this. I thought we spoke to you guys about this.
Either way, Mustafa Ali picking up the victory, moving on to the Elimination Chamber. This is the biggest opportunity that he's had for quite a while here now.
He's got a chance to go all the way to the top, but remember, we thought Shelton Benjamin was a big opponent for him. He's got to go one-on-one with Vader inside that chamber. Or maybe he doesn't, but he could.
Maybe he doesn't. There's a lot of other people in that match there, so he might not even see Vader.
There's a good chance. But now we know for sure we have confirmed Aleister Black, Mustafa Ali,
and Vader. So we know half of the competitors for the Elimination Chamber.
We do indeed. And now we have the Lucha House Party. Minus Kalisto, of course.
Minus Kalisto, who hasn't been seen here yet. Grand Metalik and Lince Dorado coming to the ring here for what appears to be some tag team action. Maybe.
I do love the tag team action. And of course, again, another week, more tag team action. I'm happy Goldust is giving us more on SmackDown than he is on than we are seeing on Raw for tag team divisions.
That it is. That is true. It's nice to see here. It seems like we got the Authors of Pain coming out here. Haven't been seen since their loss to Breezango in that no disqualification match, which Goldust for some reason decided was a good idea.
We're lucky that Breezango walked away from that alive.
Yep, but that being said, it led him towards the belt, so maybe Goldust just wanted to push him.
That's probably the one to give him a little bit of experience on the more extreme side of things.
Maybe. But
the Authors of Pain. This does not look good for the high flyers of the Lucha House Party.
No, it does not. But I can only assume that this match has some relationship to last week's match. So maybe the winners of this will face the New Day in the following week here.
I hope so.
Who really knows here? Because
it'll be an interesting match to see.
Goldust is all about building up a strong tag team division here, and he wants the best possible competitors, just in case Raw throws anything their way.
Most definitely, as we see the Lucha House Party moving to their corner. The Authors of Pain, of course, standing strong in the middle of the ring with their terrifying-looking masks. Like they've been through a bunch.
That they have, but nothing compares to what they're going to put Lucha House Party through in this following match here.
I'm very excited to see as the little men take on the big men. And we start off with Lindsay and Akeem. I can never remember his name. Akeem is a little brazen and taunting. Knee to the back, right into the ropes.
Very uncharacteristic of Authors of Pain. They're starting off taunting right away. They're normally more stoic, more calm, or menacing.
Beautiful springboard to the outside as well, taking Akeem to his feet. Sorry, to the ground from his feet.
That it was. We're going to have a lot of high-flying moves here from Lindsay Dorado and Grand Metalik of Lucha House Party.
Beautiful diving, rolling senton there, and a diving moonsault off the middle rope.
But they don't call them high-risk moves for nothing here. That's the thing. When you hit them, sometimes it's real bad for you, just as it is for them.
Big headbutt here from Lindsay Dorado, and taunting in the middle of the ring. They've got full control of this match so far. This is
not anymore
what I was expecting. That was what I was expecting from this match, as he just ate a big boot and some fists and a stomp in the middle of the ring. This is suddenly taking a turn for the worst for Lindsay and the Lucha House Party.
That it is. This is more like I expected here. I was a little bit caught off guard, much like Akeem was, by the flurry of offense from Lindsay Dorado there.
It's Lindsay throwing Akeem over the rope, knocking Grand Metalik to the floor, but then not too good for Akeem at the same time, as he got punched over the ropes by Lindsay, going for an elbow drop, missing, and hitting a big slam to the outside. So the Authors of Pain need to regroup here.
That they do. Going after Grand Metalik. They're pulling him on the inside there. Maybe not the smartest thing in the world here. You have Lindsay Dorado going to the top rope here, and he doesn't even see it.
He did not see it, and he just took a big drop kick as a result. As Grand Metalik rolling across the ring for some reason.
That is. I think he's just trying to get away from the action there so that he can get back to his corner.
Another big slam from Akeem here, and taking a drop kick, but this one didn't take him down, and neither did the second.
There you
Lindsay
go.
finally getting him down with a head scissors takedown.
Sometimes that's all that you got to do here. You kick him in the face. All depends on the person. A lot of times it isn't going to do anything if they're the monstrosity that the Authors of Pain are. But you use your own weight, your own momentum against them, pulling him down. That works.
Indeed, Razor was calling for a hot tag there, but Lindsay managed to keep the distance so that he couldn't make that tag, and then, of course, the beautiful arm drag takedown, another drop kick to the back.
I gotta actually point out here that there you go. That is the first actual tag of the match here.
That is true. Lindsay has had complete control so far, and Razor now not so much tagging. Was there a tag made there?
There was a tag there. When Grand Metalik came in the ring there, he gave Akeem just enough time to get over and tag in Razor. He did a little dive there, got caught off guard, and Razor took advantage of it, coming in and just laying the beat down on Grand Metalik.
Grand Metalik just in this match and already taking quite the beating here.
That he is. This is just shows the power and the strength of Razor.
Beautiful. What looked to be a powerbomb, but he just threw him over his shoulder.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for Grand Metalik right now.
It definitely does not, as now we have something else to worry about. Are these men going to walk out of this match in one piece? As it seems like Razor is picking up the slack from Akeem here, because he didn't start off too strong against Lindsay, but Grand Metalik falling behind, but then a beautiful splash, unfortunately, into some waiting knees from Razor. And now throwing him into the corner. Looks like they might be going for a double team move here.
Is this really the smartest thing though? Akeem is still pretty hurt and Razor is still quite fresh. But I don't think they feel much of a threat from Grand Metalik right now.
Especially not after those double knees to the chest. Grand Metalik is going to be feeling that for quite some time.
That he is, as Hakeem drags Grand Metalik to the center of the ring there and just continues dismantling him.
Big kip up here from Grand Metalik, but Hakeem is just headbutting him and tossing him aside as if he was nothing.
Hakeem was there to catch him right away and just made Grand Metalik suffer for what he just tried to do there.
Fresh tag from Hakeem to Razor, getting the freshest man back in the match.
Yep, but Grand Metalik is going to have to try and get Lince Dorado in here. This isn't looking too good for him.
Especially after that hip toss. That was a very vicious move from Razor here. As now we went for a big boot, but caught by Grand Metalik.
Let's see here.
Rolling him over into a Boston Crab, but unfortunately right into a rope break as well. Finally tagging in Lince, getting some much needed rest here.
Very smart there. You got to get him out of the ring. Like Grand Metalik took so much damage there. As we get a springboard spin, something straight to the floor, and he pays for it.
But Razor paying enough attention. He just slid in the ring as Lince was going over the top rope, and Lince ate the mat. Razor taunted.
That he did.
Big backbreaker there, throwing him into the corner. We're going to see another tag team move. No, just a big clothesline. And dropping a lifeless Lince Dorado onto the mat in the middle of the ring. Unfortunately, not in the favor of the Lucha House Party, but then turned around by Lince, throwing Razor into the corner, going to the top rope. Surely he's got to be going for something big here, as he's going for an inverted Phoenix Splash.
Very, very impressive of Lince Dorado to be able to hit that on Razor there, but quickly thrown back into the corner. Gets a quick punch from Hakeem.
Back to the knees, to the stomach. This time it's Lince's turn to take the gut buster. This was looking pretty favorable for Lucha House Party for all of a minute.
That was very surprising, actually. I did not expect to see Lucha House Party be putting up this much of a fight.
It's very impressive on their part. Of course, they can still get lucky, maybe catch the Authors of Pain off guard and manage to take a victory. A big reversal here from Lince, as we're going to see, hopefully, them turn it around as he throws him into the corner. Not his teammate's corner, unfortunately, but another corner as he hits a vicious punch on Hakeem, in the corner.
There you go, going for a little roll up there.
Went Beautiful. For the roll up. Catching the Authors of Pain off guard. Like I said just moments ago, it doesn't take much. They're big men. You got them down. They're not as easy to obviously kick out of these small package roll-ups that these luchadors can do.
That's the thing too. If we get another shot of that pinfall, you actually see that Lince Dorado's leg was almost wrapped around the bottom rope. Watch it right there. There you go. Maybe that gave him a little bit of extra leverage there as Hakeem slipped up. Razor didn't think that was going to happen.
I think he was under the impression his tag team partner was going to be able to kick out of that move, or out of the roll-up, sorry. Unfortunately, Lince Dorado, no, I can't say unfortunately. Unfortunately for Lince Dorado, he managed to pin the big man, taking the Authors of Pain out of what I'm assuming is the championship contention. Once again, missing their opportunity by that much.
Yep, that's we can only assume that's the outcome here tonight. But now we have our main event of the evening, as we already have one competitor standing in the ring.
Not sure who that was exactly. The lights are all off because of Cesaro's music. But we're about to find out, I'm sure, as we've of course got Cesaro on the way to the ring. A beautiful shot of that fist. God, I love that thing. I'm glad Goldust brought that back.
Now, I will agree with you there. Gives it a little bit more diversity, makes it differential from Raw. That's the thing you don't want. This is the brand split. You need it to be separate and different and beautiful.
Of course, the tag team and women's championships are shared between brands, but that is the only thing. And of course, that weird time that Braun Strowman showed up over here.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure what brand he's on. If he's on either brand, to be brutally honest. I think Paul Heyman
sends him wherever the money is. That's what it comes down to, I'm sure. And right now,
fairly confident you're right.
yeah, Raw is offering the more money. But right now, we have the Swiss Superman Cesaro coming to the ring here against somebody. We still haven't got a shot of his opponent yet. He was waiting in the ring in the darkness.
I can kind of see him down there behind the ring right now. He's just not entirely sure who that is. Look at the camera on him. I believe that's Daniel Bryan.
That it is. Very interesting of Daniel Bryan to be out here waiting for Cesaro. But if this is what our matchup is tonight, it's going to be incredible.
It's going to be absolutely incredible. Do we know if there's any stipulations on this match, Plastic?
I'm not 100% sure here. Let's see if we'll get some notes here. At some point, maybe somebody will send something our way so that we'll know what we got coming for us.
Very eager Daniel Bryan taking a taunt in the corner. Cesaro letting him do it. And then both men, obviously, back and forth. As we see a beautiful military press gut buster. Gut buster from Cesaro here as he's now taking full control of Daniel Bryan.
Here we go. Cesaro is a very, very technical wrestler, but super strong in his own rights. But Daniel Bryan is just resilient and technical himself. So this should be a very fun matchup here tonight. A lot of back and forth.
It is indeed.
I'm very excited to see what's going to come from this. As, yep, we're just getting word from Goldust from a production assistant here. This is indeed another qualifying match for the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, either one of these men in that match could be amazing. Obviously for their own career and obviously for us to call, because I just love seeing Cesaro anywhere. And Daniel Bryan, well, he's a veteran of his own.
Most definitely. Look at Daniel Bryan here, wrapping Cesaro up, just methodically working on the arms and taking him down there. That's the thing. Cesaro is strong, but as with everybody else, you take down the base of his power and he has nothing.
Taking out the arm here for Cesaro. This is twice now I've seen Daniel Bryan go for that arm. And then a beautiful basement drop kick to the side of the head.
That is, we mentioned Daniel Bryan's resiliency, his technical skill, but one thing we forgot to mention is his sheer vicious strikes that he has.
Completely caught off guard by this beautiful sunset flip from Cesaro in the corner there.
Yep, beautiful sunset flip powerbomb from Cesaro, showing off his agility as well as his strength.
And now another military press, this time countered by Daniel Bryan to a DDT. Cesaro showing pulling out all the moves here, all the stops, sorry, for this match as he wants to get into that Elimination Chamber. Surely these two men knew that in advance. Maybe that's why Daniel Bryan was down here so soon. Just wanted to get the match started.
That might be it, Astro. I can only assume that's the case here as we get a Hurricane Rana off the top rope there from Daniel Bryan taking down Cesaro.
Some beautiful kicks to the stomach, of course. Daniel Bryan well known for his yes kicks, as he likes to call them, where he basically will kick the ever-loving life out of it.
That he will. Cesaro getting Daniel Bryan in a half single leg Boston Crab, if I'm not mistaken there.
That, I believe that's what that was. So there we go, and now we are seeing those kicks. That's 4. That's 5. 7 kicks, with the last one being to the side of the head. And what is this? Why is Batista out here?
We got the animal Dave Batista coming down to the ring here.
Probably mad that he's not in this match.
Probably, but he did have the opportunity beforehand in that little tournament.
You see a roll up from Cesaro, taking that distraction from Batista perfectly. Count of 2. And a kick out from Daniel Bryan. Unfortunately, Daniel Bryan's still in it. What's Batista doing here? He's in the ring for some strange reason.
That he is. He's
pacing
not,
back
not
and
doing anything.
forth. And now we see Daniel Bryan going for that yes lock. He's got the crossface put in. Batista now coming over and breaking up that move and then immediately leaving. Strange the referee did not call anything about this interference.
Very, very strange here, but Batista now just lingering on the outside. Daniel Bryan not too pleased about it.
And Batista's just leaving, so Daniel Bryan's focusing back on the task at hand, of course, knowing he needs to pin Cesaro to win the match and not get distracted by Batista. But what a strange appearance. Of course, Batista, I guess, he's just hanging out backstage, waiting for his next opportunity. He might be in between movies right now as we see a beautiful European uppercut from Cesaro, launching Daniel Bryan in the air to hit that move. And now we see the signature Swiss Superman putting in that sharpshooter.
Paying homage, of course, to his former tag team partner, Tyson Kidd, as he manages to make Daniel Bryan tap out.
Cesaro, of course, now going to the Elimination Chamber, but takes a fair amount of pain and pressure to make the submission specialist of Daniel Bryan tap out.
That he did, and there is our fourth member of the Elimination Chamber match. Very strange of Dave Bautista here to come out for Cesaro or against Daniel Bryan.
Very strange. We just saw him in that clip there, and we see him again right here breaking up the S-Lock. That surely could have been the end for Cesaro if Batista hadn't have been there.
That it could have. So, that's very interesting to see here. I don't know what management is going to do about Batista coming out here like that, if they're going to do anything at all. It's really hard to say.
We see that sharpshooter one more time, of course, paying homage to Tyson Kidd. Unfortunately, under better circumstances, to pay homage to get a victory, and not. I don't know where I'm going with that sentence, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know where you're going with that. I'm just going to cut you off here as Cesaro celebrates in the ring with a hard-fought victory, earning his first opportunity at the WWE Championship here.
It's going to be great. We could see him with the Winged Eagle following Elimination Chamber.
That we could. Moving on from tag team competition, they're still representing the bar with the gear, with the music, but now moving on to potentially bigger, better things. We'll have to wait and see what is in store for Cesaro, as we'll see you guys next week on Monday Night Raw.